Hello everyone, Danielle here with Blooming Heart Shop. In this video, I will show you how I make my own simple ear wires. Love these guys. The ones that you buy in store or online most times are made out of this very flimsy brass. Just a few turns of those loops and it breaks off. So I do not recommend that. I use gold-filled wire that has a copper core. It gives it more strength as well as keeping it hypoallergenic for the sensitive lobes. I have a pair of my 18 karat gold Suncatcher earrings here. I have to make some ear wires for them because an earring is not 100% complete until it has a pair of ear wires on it. In my other basic building block videos, I talk about the different tools and the different wire that you will need for projects like this. In this one, you need flesh cutters. You'll need a pair of chain nose pliers, some step pliers, some of my favorites, step pliers, nylon jaw pliers to straighten out that wire, a rubber hammer, and a metal block. You'll need a metal file for taking off those rough edges, or this little end cap file that I found and I like to use. You can put the little end of the wire right in there, give it a few twists, and it dulls it down quite nicely. So I like that little guy. You also need 20 gauge wire for the ear wire. 18 is going to be too thick to be able to get through those piercings, most piercings, and then 22 is going to be too thin. So 20 gauge wire is what you need. Let's get started. Let me show you what I do to make my wires, ear wires. Let's straighten out this wire. We are going to need two 3-inch pieces of the 20 gauge wire. As you can see, I'm using my nylon jaw pliers to work it on different angles to get it nice and straight. Okay, flesh cutters. Let's do a nice 3-inch piece. Snip. Another one. Let's get this a little bit more straight if I can. There we go. Makes it easier to work with. My second 3-inch piece. Let's tuck this away for later. Now I have my two 3-inch pieces. I'm going to try to get them as flat together as I can. Use my flush cutters to give it a nice flat end. Now they are straight together right there. Take my step pliers and I'm going to use the smallest step right there, the smallest loop, to create that small loop right there. Again, smallest loop. Our two pieces together. I'm going to grasp that and make sure that I can't feel or see any wire poking up. If you do, go down. I'm going to take this and wrap it around. all the way around until it touches the other side, just like that. I'm going to ungrip, keep them together, grasp them, and I'm now using the largest step on that step plier to create that nice large bend there. Oops, I had that wrong. You grip it like this. You make sure that those little loops are facing away from the largest bail. You also make sure that it's nice and flat in there, can't go down anymore. Again, we take it and we're going to bend it around that large bail, gripping, twisting until I get to right about here. And this is where I use my thumbnail to kind of push it in right there along the same plane as that small loop. That's where I do that. And that gives that nice little curve to that ear wire that helps keep it in your lobe. And there we go. I've got my 2 ear wires. Very nice. But they have these really long tails on them that we don't need. I keep these tails because now we need to harden the wire a little bit, stiffen it. This is where my metal block and rubber hammer come in. And also the reason why I gave it such a tail. You use it to hold that. I've tried to save myself wire and cut it shorter, hold it here, and even though this is a rubber hammer, it still smarts a lot whenever you hit your thumb. So save yourself pain, give yourself some tail. All right, we hold it. We're going to gently give it about 10 hits with the hammer on either side. I got that one 12. Why not? Flip it over, do the other one. There we go. Let's do my second one. Flip it over. Let's get rid of this. And there we have our ear wires that are shaped, they are hardened, and now we get to cut them down to size. My trick is I get them together like so, hold it with my pointer finger, right? My thumb like that. So it's got the little tail end coming off right there. I take my flush cutters and I'm going to literally put it up against my thumb, but the flat side so it won't, you know, cut me. And I give it a snip. And I found that creates the perfect little tail for those ear wires. Almost done. Let's make them not scratchy. Here's where our little cup file comes in. Get it right there on the edge. Give it some twists. Much better. Second one. Give it some twists. Much better. There we go, guys. A complete pair of ear wires. All right to go. Let's put them on the sun catchers. Take my chain nose pliers and I'm going to open it up. I'm going to take my sun catcher and put it on the ear wire. Chain nose pliers to close it up. Pinch it closed to make sure it doesn't have a gap. It's one. open it up a little bit. Let's make sure it's nice and closed, no gap. Pinch it closed. There we go. No gap. And there you have it. Now I have a complete pair of Suncatcher earrings with my own handmade ear wires that are much better quality than the ones you buy in the store too. And you're saving yourself money. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find it useful. Please like the video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel to be up to date with any new videos that I make. And don't forget to bloom, babe.